everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this week, as I have given a little bit of information on my social media accounts, so if you're not connected to me on my social media accounts, they will be linked at the end of this video, but I gave a little insight to kind of the videos I'm going to be doing for the next little while. I got the idea that I would do little mini videos of different things about my birth journeys through both my pregnancies, from like my labour and kind of choices I made, why I made those choices. So the first video that I'm doing today, I'm just going to be talking about when I got pregnant, kind of the circumstances around when I got pregnant, and then kind of I also got married soon after. I was about 5 months pregnant. So it's kind of, yeah. So we're going to start on that. So I had been with my now husband about, it obviously happened not long before I turned 18, but it was after I turned 18 that I actually found out that I was pregnant. And so that was in August of 2014. And when I found out, I kind of had already known. I'm very kind of aware of my body and my cycles and kind of how things, when things happen. And so I had this niggling feeling for some reason that I was pregnant. I didn't have any normal signs. Like a few days after I would have fallen pregnant, I had these weird bubbly feelings in my belly, like where my uterus would have been. And then a little bit later, I was at a friend's place, and every time I'd see food on the screen, like advertisements, it made me feel a bit nauseous, like I just didn't want to eat food. And looking at things, it wasn't appealing. So I was already kind of getting that sickness, nausea and everything, and I wasn't like even late. And I remember speaking to my mum and saying, you know, I've noticed I've had a few different things and I really think that I'm pregnant, but I don't know yet. And it was, I think, hard for her to hear that, because I'm her 18-year-old daughter who, is obviously not married yet, not really looked on as something that's approved. And so I remember I was, I don't know, a few days late, or maybe it was the day or the day after that I hadn't gotten my period yet. And I went and got a test. And I was living at a friend's house in Toowoomba, just down the road from where my now husband, used to live with his grandmother. And I was in the bathroom, and I did 2 tests, and just the first one came up, and it's a really kind of weird sensation, because you're there and you know you don't really expect it to be positive. Like, you kind of know, if you've had the symptoms that I had, you kind of know it's going to be positive, but you don't really expect it to be positive. But it was positive. And I kind of sat on the floor looking at these 2 tests that I did, and I felt like crying, but then I also felt like laughing at the same time, because I was happy, because I'd always wanted to be pregnant. But then I was like really scared, because it's like this terrifying thing. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, and it was totally unplanned. And I know we were not very responsible teenagers, but I feel that we were responsible in our actions after, to go about it the right way, knowing that we'd put ourselves in this situation. And so I remember after I did the tests, I called Keelan, and was just kind of like, I'm pregnant. And I took the test, and he's just like, oh, you really? Like, you serious? And he was kind of gobsmacked. He didn't really know what to think. He was just like, and then I called Mum and told her, and she was a bit not really sure what to say. And then I called my best friend Lizzie, and told her, and she was great. She came over with some ice cream. So we just kind of ate ice cream and was like, talked about the fact that this had just happened. And then she offered to take me over to see Keelan and kind of talk to him, and yeah, we didn't tell anybody else at that time. It was really crazy because you hear about, you know, teen pregnancies, and there's so many videos on YouTube about teen pregnancies, but you actually don't know that's actually going to happen to you. And yeah, so that happened. I think I was maybe 5 weeks. No, it was not long after I found out that his mum was there, and his mum came over and I was over at their house, at his grandmother's house, and it happened that in-laws were also there from England, from his stepdad's side. And Keelan mentioned to her, like from like across the room, so no one other, we could just see her, and he said, you know, I need to talk to you, can we talk to you? And she just was being silly and was like, oh, is Rebecca pregnant? And we kind of both just stopped and were like, I remember it was very amusing, because she's just like, what, really? She didn't actually expect that to happen, and so then everyone knew. And mixing up the story, yes, that did happen, but before, so before, yeah, we told his grandmother, and I remember at one stage, and we kind of thought she would freak out. She was actually very calm. Something else that happened when I got pregnant, I don't know if I've talked about it in other videos that I've done, but when I was younger, I know now that I had a lot of anxiety and panic attacks. I didn't know when I was younger that it was, but it was panic attacks. And when I got pregnant, those panic attacks started again. And I was 5.5 weeks pregnant, so I just found out. And I had a panic attack, I had no idea, I thought something was wrong with my heart. And I just remember talking to the paramedics and kind of being like, you know, is this okay, like I'm pregnant, and is it going to affect? And they're like, no, that's fine. But that's something that each pregnancy that's happened, I have gotten panic attacks, and it's a very random thing, and luckily it didn't last very long in my second pregnancy. I managed to kind of get it under control. But that's something that's kind of been brought on by my pregnancies. With my family, I grew up in a very conservative Christian family, and so finding out that I was pregnant at 18, not married, was, I guess, a very shameful thing, and it's kind of been something that we've had to work through. We're good now, but yeah, with my parents, it was something that was hard to hear. I guess any parent I know being pregnant now, it would be hard to hear. Yeah, so we knew we wanted to get married. It just meant that things were sped up a bit, and so we were thinking of doing a bit of a nicer wedding, but then it was like, no, it's gonna cost too much, and I would be too pregnant, and so we scrapped that. And we were living with some friends. Then we moved from Toowoomba, we were living with some friends, and I remember before Keelan proposed to me, I have so much respect for him, but he actually went and asked my dad for his permission, which was really important for my dad to have that. And we had a really simple wedding, and it was on the 10th of January in 2015. We had just found out that we were having a boy, and we just got a scan done like 5 days before the wedding, so it was really cool. And I was about 5 months pregnant. And yeah, the wedding was on the 10th of January, and it was just a simple thing at the registration office, and after that we just walked down to the gardens and had a little reception with some close family and a couple of friends. So it was really simple. It's something I've had to get used to, getting married at 18 and instantly having a baby on the way, because all the friends that I had known that were my age weren't married. And it's only now that I'm almost 21 that my friends around me are actually starting to get married. So it's kind of been a bit of an experience. So next week I'll talk a bit more on more of my pregnancy journey and kind of how it went, and the care I chose leading up to my home birth. So like why I chose home care versus a doctor or a midwife as a primary carer. So I'll talk a bit more about that. But if you have any questions about what I just talked about, or anything you want me to talk about for the next video that I do, leave them down in the comments, as I'd be quite happy to answer them. But yeah, sorry it's really short. I just kind of want to do a little mini series, have a bit of fun, and if there's any other videos you guys want me to do, any reviews on certain products I might have, leave them down below and I will hopefully be able to do them for you. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing a little bit more about where this all started and where my journey started, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Make sure you click subscribe if you haven't subscribed so you can see all my weekly videos, and click like as well if you like this video. I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.